The Reign of Jafar is here, guys. Lorcana's newest chapter is already turning heads in the Disney community. So we're here to find out if Jafar really lives up to his name, or is this set gonna fall flat on its face?
In the world of TCG, take your stand with 7 cards in hand.
Alright guys, this set is already making a ruckus in the community, so let's really see what the whole commotion's about. I'm really happy to have this set and crack this open up with you guys. So if you enjoy this pack opening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, we're here to buy and rip open packs so you don't have to, and give you an opportunity to really see what this set is all about. But what I love about the Reign of Jafar, not only is Jafar one of my favorite villains, but it's the last set before set rotations. So we're going to really see the meta change over the next couple of months. But I want to see what the run is with this chapter and really see what people are playing right now. I think Emerald right now is a really popular deck. I know Blurple is becoming popular, even Purple Steel. So I'm excited to kind of crack open this box, really get a feel for some of the cards and the illustrations, but I'm hoping, guys, that we pull one of those Enchanteds. Ooh, that's what I'm excited for. I'm looking for either the Stitch or the Lilo, but hey, we're gonna be excited no matter what we pull. So let's go ahead and we're gonna jump right into it. So here is our Lorcana Reign of Jafar box right here. Let's go ahead and crack open this seal right here. While I'm doing that, guys, let me know down in the comments below, did you guys already open up this set? And if you did, what did you pull? Did you pull the enchanted that you were looking for? Did you guys pull any of the legendaries? I know there's some crazy legendaries in this set, and I know that like they're changing the way the game's played. So I'm excited. This is my first time opening this box. I know, like when I did my last video with Destined Rivals, I already opened up an ETB, but this is the first time I'm actually opening this set for Lorcana. So I'm happy to see what we pull. But like I said, let's hopefully we get one of those Enchanteds. So here is our box that we never really ever keep. So we're gonna, oh wow, look at that. It wants to stay around. So let's organize all these pack openings. We got our Jafar and our Diablo hanging out with us today. Some nice enchanted cards that I was able to pull and pick up. So I'm hoping that they give us some luck down here while we're doing these pack openings. So here is our first pack right here with the Rapunzel. So I just like the artwork so far with the Reign of Jafar. I think just the color scheme they used with the, you know, obviously being Jafar, and then just some of those lore behind it and some of the characters as well. So typically, let's look at all these three. So typically, when it comes to like pack openings, you have 3 cards here. Well, you have the 3 pictures. Typically, one of them always becomes an enchanted. So I believe the Jafar in this one is the enchanted. I know it's the set champions as well, which I think it's this artwork right here. So I don't think Rapunzel or Minnie actually got an enchanted makeover, but I have to review most of them. I know Mickey did, but I don't think Rapunzel was one of the princesses. So let's start off with Jafar, and let's just, you know, jump right into it. So let's go. I'm gonna toss this over here. So we have our, ooh, look at that. It's like an hourglass, and then the QR code on the back. So what I like about Disney Lorcana is that they have these like illustration cards or like picture cards that you can put together. So like it really started in chapter 1, then in chapter 2, and then like with Ursula's return, and then with you know, Into the Inklands. So I just like how you can put all these puzzle pieces together. It's like an extra collector, like an extra, how can I say it? It's like an extra collector's item, something that you want to look forward to. So then when you go and pull some of these cards, you can add those to your collection. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So Charlotte Lapou, Rolo Guards, who steals and runs away, banish chosen item, draw a card. Okay. Oh, there's a Cricky. That's the first time you see him as a Ruby. Okay. Wasabi. We've seen him as a Sapphire. Monterey Jack. Hero Hermata, which is one of my favorite characters from Big Hero 6. King Candy. Almo Madrigal, Lady. Oh, and then a New Orleans. Let's see, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character, item, or location card with a cost 6 or less, and then play it for free. Put the rest at the top of your bottom. Oh, that's pretty nice. And then our first holo, which is the Dodo. And it's our first super, what is it? Super rare? Yep, it's one of our super rares. So, all right, cool. So I'm gonna try to organize these the best I can. So I'm gonna put all these packs off to the side, just so I don't make a mess. And let's go and into our next pack. So, but no, I'm excited with this set. I do want to play the Escape from Palace. That is the Jafar Illumineers Quest game, just like the Ursula Return was. I really liked it. Really liked Ursula's Return. So I'm hoping that it's just as fun as the other one. Okay, there's another Flynn Rider, and then there's Antonio's Jaguar. Oh, that's actually nice. I love how the foils. Ooh, look at another. See, I told you, look, different artwork that you can add. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. But I like how they're coming with the foils with some of the cards in this set. I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. And every time they come out with a new Disney Lorcana set, they step up their game when it comes to the foils and then the artwork as well too. So let me move that right there. Okay, so let's pack open here. But like I said, I think it's the Escape from Palace. I think that's the name of it. Sometimes I butcher that name, so forgive me if that's not the right name. But I'm really excited to play that game again. Ursula's Return was really fun, so I really want to see what that one's all about. Plus, the way they actually put it all in the box and what comes with it, it's like high quality. So it's not like paper like it was with Ursula's Return. So excited to pick that up as well. Ooh, a new Madam Mim. Okay. Shift 2, that's going to be an interesting one. When you play this character, banish her or return another chosen character of yours to your hand. For a Shift 2, that's insane. And then cost for 665. This, I could see Ruby Amethyst. People are going to run that. There's no reason why you wouldn't run her. That's wild. The Cusco, and then there's our Honest John right there. Nice foil. All right, cool. Here is one of the other pieces to tell you about. So it has its own lore. You can see the little Jafar right there, and then you have the number 12. So collecting them all is actually pretty cool. Again, if you looked at Arcage's Island, there was a whole lore with Arcage's on the back of those cards. So it was just, again, another fun collectible item to have to add to your collection. So I highly recommend, if you guys are looking to get into a TCG or you just love Disney in general, definitely look at picking up this set. It's fun to play. The artwork is gorgeous. It's a callback to your, to some of the older, maybe your childhood from some of the older movies, and some of the characters. So if you like Disney, definitely I recommend picking up the set or at least trying to get into the TCG. It's really fun to play, I promise. All right, Tipo, Friend Owl. Here, Ariana, Scarab, Jewel Collar, Light Diffuse. There's that Madam Myth again. Okay, Gyro, right? Gyro Gearloose. Our Super Tramp. And then there's our foil for Post Spell. And then look, there's another one here. Look, the Genie is trapped. That's awesome. Listen, Jafar is one of my favorite characters in all of Disney. And as we get older, I'm telling you right now, we start to reside with a little bit more of the villains because, we understand now as adults. As kids, we want to be the hero. We want to be, Hercules. We want to be Aladdin. But to be honest, as I got older, maybe I want to be Jafar. Maybe I want to be Hades. I get it now. All right, Captain Hook, Nero, Who Steals and Runs Away, Mr. Snoops, the Mouse Queen, Pull the Lever, which I hear is a really good card being played in Amethyst Emerald right now. Nephew's Piggy Bank. Lena Sabrine, right? I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right, Nothing We Won't Do. Heads Heel High. All right, and then that's a nice Fred right there. I really liked him in the last set too. Or I think it was Azurite Sea. But this one's actually pretty cool as well. So I'm going to put that off to the side. And look, there's our Pluto. I hope we collect all the puzzle pieces today because I really enjoy those artwork cards just to add to my own collection. So, all right. So let's get these off to the side here. Got plenty of more packs. So we haven't hit a legendary yet. We haven't hit an enchanted yet. So guys, bear with me, and I'm hoping that we can pull some kind of golds, you know, or grail that I like to say, you know, in this set. All right, Dale, the Dodo, Go Tamago, which she was really good in Emerald. Magic Carpet, which is a Vanish, a new aspect to Lorcana, which is called Vanish characters. Pody Spell, Get Out, banish chosen character, then return an item card from your discard to your hand. That's actually not that bad. She's your person, choose one, remove up to 3 damage from chosen character, remove up 3 damage from each of your other characters with Bodyguard. Ooh, that's interesting. One thing that I actually did like, sorry to kind of pause, but I feel like Bodyguards are going to be a thing in the upcoming set, just because of what we're starting to see with some of the cards played with. Some of the cards that are playing with the Bodyguard feature, or some other effects that bring the Bodyguard all together. So here's our Wreck-It Ralph, super rare. All right, and then there's another lore from Jafar, which is our number 1. Awesome. But yeah, the Bodyguard, I feel like that functionality or that just type of card hasn't really been a thing. Now I would say a thing in Lorcana, but hasn't been really tested. There's no support on it. It's just their Bodyguard. So I feel like that's what's coming next, is that they're going to, you know, start adding some newer effects and other cards that are going to make Bodyguards stronger, or at least more versatile in the game. I don't use Bodyguards in any of the decks that I play. I used to when I first started out, so I'm hoping that they do bring that, so then I can add those to my deck and just really build a whole Bodyguard deck. Alright, Mushu, we love the Mushu. Napoleon, Patch, They'll Never Come Back, Minnie Mouse, there's that Minnie Mouse from that artwork we saw earlier on the pack. Another super rare, or that's a holo right here, Lumineer, and then there's Alien. All right, that's awesome. Lumineer being one of those newer dual glimmer cards from Ruby and Sapphire. Evasive, one of your items is banished. This card gets 1+1 lore. This turn is evasive and shift for 3. That's a pretty good card. There's another one of those one of the artworks I was telling you about for the Reign of Jafar, so that is interesting to have. Put that off to the side. I'm hoping we collect all the puzzles today. Again, you know, sometimes you get duals, sometimes you get doubles, so I'm hoping, and again, this is not the first time we're going to open this pack, and I'm going to do some more. I might even do a part 2 to this video, just so we can open up the Trove, and we can open up some of the other, you know, like the Lumineer quest, and some of the other products that came with the Reign of Jafar. The only thing I did not get was the mat. The mat, I didn't really like any of the artwork, so I'm going to stick with the mats I have right now, but the next one, definitely eyeing. And we'll come back. There's that Stitch. It means no worries. Ooh, and our first legendary, and it's a foil. Look at that. See the foil on that? I love this kind of like, how can I say it? Like that rough kind of like glare feeling here for the new legendaries. Look at that, and that Radigan, 6/7. He's ward at the end of your turn. If you didn't put any cards into your inkwell, this card is banished. Or this turn, yeah, banish this character. That's a heavy card, but look at that foil. Look at that at just glare. All right, let me get a foil. Not a foil. Let me get a sleeve for this, so we can go ahead and keep that nice and safe. I like to keep my cards safe, so just like Deep Pocket Monsters, bad binder behavior, you want to make sure you keep all your cards, you know, in safe condition, so you can keep them obviously for the future. You can, you know, maybe invest in them, or invest, you know, sell them to invest in something else. So always have that that again, not bad binder behavior, but the best binder behavior. All right, Fred, Penelope Von Sweets, that is the wardrobe. Khan, Nero there, Raleigh, Walk the Plank, there's that Madam Nymph again, Flower, oh, Gadget, Hax Wrench, and the wardrobe and the foil. Some more of the Jafar lore right there. That's awesome. That's good to have there. All right, so far one legendary down. Let's see if this is a good box, or if the pull rates are going to be like some other TCGs we know. I'm not going to bring it up again, but it starts with a P, and it's in Pokemon. All right, Charlotte, Chica, Mushu, the Radcliffe. Ooh, there's the Genie. Magic Realm. Jewel Collar. Light Diffuse. Candy Drift. Honey Lemon. There's another super rare. Wreck-It Ralph there. And then, okay, our first foil. Super rare. That's nice. The Yzma. That's a long time. When you play this character, if you have a card named Pull the Lever in your discard, you may search your deck for a card named the wrong lever, reveal the card to all the players, put that card into your hand, and shuffle your deck. That's very interesting. All right, there's our lore again. The Pull the Lever and the wrong lever, and the Yzma here, they all work together. So I like how Lorcana is just getting more advanced on how each of these cards are starting to work together in terms of play and effects. I'm hoping with some of the sets that are coming at the end of this year, we start to see trap cards, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Just they're gonna add a more versatile game to the game, excuse me, and we're gonna start to see like how we can use those to our benefit. I know with Yu-Gi-Oh! There's always been traps, and the way they're used is a little different than most TCGs. So I'm hoping Lorcana brings something very similar to that, not to change the game, but just to give us another mechanic to utilize, so we can, obviously win set champs, we can win at these Disney Lorcana events, and just make the game more fun and more challenging for competitors. I play competitively and I play for fun, so if we had that, I mean, why not, right? All right, Mad Dog, Friend Owl, Go Tamago, Magic Carpet, Stop the Chaos in its tracks. We're gonna have Ka there, Droon, Vinny. Ooh, another legendary. Okay, let's see what this one is. I don't think this is a foil one, but all right, 3, 2. Ooh, and it's the Lilo. Let's go, baby. All right, that is one of the ones I was looking for. Look at the Lilo. I love this Lilo. And I haven't had a chance to see the new Lilo and Stitch, so this is a great pull right now. All right, let's see what's behind it. All right, and then it's a regular. Oh, Cusco. That's actually pretty cool. And then there's another Jafar puzzle piece. Look at that. That's a beautiful Lilo right there. Oh man. All right, guys. 2 legendaries. Can we pull some more legendaries, or? Not to jinx us, but could we pull an Enchanted? If we can pull the Enchanted Lilo, guys, I'll do a backflip right here on camera. I promise you right now, I probably wouldn't stick it, but I'll try. But I love that Lilo. That's an awesome card to have, especially just adding it for your collection, even if she doesn't get as much play. All right, Tramp, Lumineer, Olaf, Lewis, Patch. There's the Madame Medusa, Alice. Ooh, that's a nice Alice. Okay. Ooh, and another legendary. Okay, we're speaking into the universe. Chief Bogo, and then there's a foil. Only so much room. Okay. Well, first let's look at the Jafar artwork. We always have to look at these. That's a pretty cool artwork. And then let's look at the Chief Bogo. That's awesome. Again, I love what they did with these legendaries. Again, the legendaries used to just be very flat. Just regular old cards. I think it was chapter 5, which was Azurite Seas, or I think it was chapter 4 of that. No, I think it was Azurite Seas. They started introducing these types of foil where they're more raised and they have more of a grittier feel, texture to it. And then adding the foil to it just makes them that much more gorgeous. And again, they have to compete with other TCGs in terms of like the artwork. So like if you look at Pokemon, look at Magic, look at Yu-Gi-Oh, look at some other card games, their foils are really nice. So I get it. They have to continue to keep stepping up, which is why I believe they changed the style of their Enchanteds, because they just want to make sure, they just want to keep up with the artwork in the community. At the same time, they really want you to search for those Enchanteds. They really want you to want them. So I know I want them, so I'm going to keep pulling until I get one. All right. Archer, Cricky, Spots, Con. All right, we have Bruno, Ice Spikes, Beyond the Horizon, the LeFou. There's the Bolt there. Oh, there is Monstrous. And then we have our foil. All right, Colin, right? Or Colin? I don't think it's spelled Colin. How do you spell that? I was gonna say Colony, but it's not Colony. There's our Jafar artwork, some more, which is, again, I can't wait to put this puzzle piece together. I think it's gonna be absolutely pretty cool. And like I said, I like Jafar, so I like some of the things they're doing with him. And just what I like too with Lorcana that we kind of overlook is that there's lore in each chapter. There's some kind of story that's being told in the behind scenes. So like with Magic, with Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, there's really no story to it unless like you're playing the video games or you're reading any books or watching the anime. There's really no story unless you know it from the show or from other materials. Lorcana is creating its own story within its game. So that's why it's good to collect these other like pieces that we have over here. And at the same time too, to kind of read up on the website, because then you're really telling the story and why the characters are doing what they do. So, all right, there's our Calhoun. All right, Bill the Lizard, Elephant there. All right. There's Anna, Hamster Ball, Cusco, there's an Arthur, we have a Zipper, the Coachman, everybody's got a weakness. All right, we have another Fred. Oh, ooh, and a nice Pluto, excuse me. One of those dual glimmers, which is going to be your Amber Steel, which a lot of people like to say Steel Song. All right, we got about 9 more packs left. So we only pulled 3 legendaries. We still have a lot more packs, and we still have a lot more luck to pull a legendary. So let's see if we can pull another legendary, or we can pull an enchant. Oop, pull 2 cards. You have there's the Gaston, the Wardrobe, the Dump Truck, the Camillo, Jumbo Chiquiba, Aneta, Fegro. There's the Maui. Oop, and okay, two super rares here. All right. The Pernita. Oh, and the Magical Dispel. Yeah, guys, I really absolutely love Lorcana. I love playing it. I love collecting it. So I'm just going to keep filling up my binders. You can see my binders all the way over here on this side right here. I'm just going to fill up that shelf and have to get more shelves with all the chapters that are coming out. But I can't wait to the next IPs that are coming out, which you have Fable coming, which finally they're bringing the Goofy movie and Powerline. I'm excited for that, and I promise you, if they don't come out with an Enchanted for Powerline, I am going to throw a fit. I am going to, not pick at the game, but just rant. Just because how do you miss an opportunity like that? All right, there's a super rare. What do we have behind it? Just a regular. All right, go time to go. We have our Bruno Madrigallo right here, which is some pretty cool art there. All right, let's put that there. If Powerline does not have an Enchanted, guys, I'm telling you, maybe I won't play Lorcana anymore. No, I'm kidding. That's a stretch. I am definitely going to continue to play Powerline, but I am not going to be too happy about it because it's like they did with the Mushu. The last set they brought Mushu finally into the game, and no Enchanted. This set he got an Enchanted, which was great. But how do you not get an Enchanted when you're new to the game and you're one of the first characters? Come on now. I think Baymax got an Enchanted when it first came into Lorcana. All right, Rider, Pouncing Practice, Quick Shot. All right, Twitter right. Come here. Fantastical and Magical. This is actually a pretty good card that a lot of people are talking about. Sing 9 together. For each character that sang this song, draw a card and gain 1 lore. All right, and there's the Dale. Some more artwork from the Jafar puzzle that we're looking at. But yeah, that fantastical, magical. That card is probably a little OP in this set, just because you can gain so much lore from just 4 or 5 characters singing that song. Now, keep in mind, I kind of read up on the rules. You can overpay for it just to get the lore. So if you have 4 or 5 characters and you sing them all together, you can get the lore. There was a confirmation on that. Now, a lot of individuals, depending on how you're playing, might just actually sing it evenly and then play something with their other characters. But I just want you to keep that in your back pocket. That is something that you can do. Fred, Vanellope, Von Sweets, Jasmine, Monterey Jack, Ponde Spell, Sir Eleanor, right? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to butcher that name. Bernard, You have Thumper, Geppetto. There's your Aladdin. Okay. Ooh, foil Magic Carpet. Again, look at that. That's a beautiful card right there. All right. We got 6 more packs. This one being the 6. So let's see. We still got more than enough packs to pull another legendary or at least an enchanted. I've opened up enough Lorcana to know what I'm going to hit. Some of the boxes are cracked, which means you hit a legendary almost every 2 packs and then you hit an enchanted. So I'm hoping we get lucky where we can pull an enchanted, but you know, if we don't, that's okay. We're going to open more of these more of this chapter, but I'm just hoping that we are able to hopefully get that. All right. Let's see. Patch here. Adamant. Fred. Nothing we won't do. Okay, at foil, we walk the plank. But if you haven't already, hey guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know down in the comment below. Have you guys opened the set? What's your favorite enchanted? Out of all the Lorcana sets, I have 2 of my favorite ones sitting in front of us. But what's your favorite Lorcana enchanted that you already picked up or you're looking to pick up, you know, sometime as the enchanted starts to get better in price? Or if you have a favorite one from this set, especially if this is your first chapter ever opening. For this one, I am hunting the Stitch and I'm hunting the Lilo. So we have the legendary Lilo. Maybe we can pull the enchanted in this set. But again, we can be optimistic. All right, no legendary in there, just another foil. All right, there's another artwork there. All right, we're getting down to our last couple of packs here. And it's not looking too good. We only got 3 legendaries. I'm going to say 3 enchanteds. That'd be nice, right, if we got 3 enchanteds. But that's okay. Like I said, we're going to open more packs. And I'm hoping that we can pull at least 1 more legendary. That'd be nice. You know, can this box give us at least that? All right, the flint. Oh, nope, there's the hamster ball. All right. Maybe it's not going to be on our side today. All right. Let's go. We're going to start pulling these just a little slower so we don't miss any of the magic that we might pull. And just really observe the artwork as well, too. So there is our Dewey, Ryder, Dale. Ooh, another Mushu. Mouse Queen, General Lee, Don Carnage, Pluto, Madame Medusa. It Means No Worries. All right, Into the Unknown. There's a super rare. Let's see what's behind it. And it's a foil. Vinny. Look at the Vinny. He's pretty funny. So, all right. 2 more packs. Can we have that last pack magic? Let's go ahead and open up the mini. And then after we're done, we're going to look at all the legendaries and all the foils that we pulled in this set here. And again, I'll give you my official opinion on what I think about this set. All right. Cusco, Chen Purse, Snoops, Radcliffe, you have Bobby, Chip, Pluto, Forest Duel, Archimedes, because I'll say Arcasian. All right, Flame, and all right, nothing. Jumbo Jukiba. All right, guys. Last pack magic. Can we pull a legendary or can we get lucky and pull the enchanted? So in this set, I'm looking for 3 enchanteds. I'm looking for the Stitch, the Lilo, and It Means No Worries. I'm actually want to pick that up for my fiance. So if you guys have it and you're willing to trade, let me know in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to trade you guys. All right, we have Rhino. We have, did I pronounce that name correct? Wilhelmina Packard. I'm not even going to try it, guys. I'm not even going to try it. You guys are going to make fun of me because I'm going to butcher that name. All right, Wasabi, General Lee, Bambi. All right, Abu, Amish John, Captain Hook. Let's see. Oh, there is a legendary behind it. All right, guys. All right, we got some luck, and this is not even the foil, so maybe we'll pull a foil legendary or maybe an enchanted behind it. Let's hope. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, and a Pinocchio. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. I like that. Once during your turn, whenever you ready this character, you may draw a card. All right. So we still got the foil behind it. Let's see what the foil is. And it's just a regular rare. Okay. Rare or ultra rare. But okay. So I had a feeling that we were only going to pull legendaries in this box just because I have opened so many Lorcana boxes. I'm kind of familiar on what's going to be pulled depending on the rate that you're pulling it at, which again, the pull rates for an enchanted is 1 out of 4 boxes versus like some other TCGs. They're, you know, 1 out of a certain amount of packs. But with Lorcana boxes, since I've opened so much, I kind of get a feeling on what's coming. So if I only put so many legendaries and we're kind of running thin, we're probably only going to pull legendaries. There's only one time that I was kind of tricked. But again, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I really like how Lorcana is being fair with everybody and ensuring that each set has I would say has a good pull rate, so then you could get the enchanted that you're looking for or some of the legendaries. Now keep in mind, Fable is coming, so there's going to be 2 new rarities that are coming, which is going to be epic. It's going to be epic, and then it's going to be, what is the other one? Don't yell at me, I kind of forgot that one, but epic is one of the ones that is coming, and I want to just see how the pull rates change, and then how rare they are. Right now, the legendaries you can pull pretty often. You have your super rares, commons, and uncommons. So with epic coming, and then our second rarity, which again, don't yell at me in the comments, but yeah, I'm excited to see how that's going to change the pull rates and just what the rarity of pull rates or costs might look like just in the market alone. So here are all of our legendaries: our Pinocchio, Chipoko, our Lilo, and our Ratigan. But I'm not too sad. I'm not too upset about the legendaries he pulled. Again, the Lilo was one of the ones I was looking for. But again, I have some of the cards that I'm still looking for that I want to play with. So this is not the last time. Again, we're probably going to do a part 2 where we can open up a trove and get lucky, because I know last time we got lucky, we got 2 double enchanted, or 2 enchanted, excuse me. So on our next video, we're going to probably do that. But let me know, guys, now down in the comment, did you guys enjoy this set opening? Did you guys pull some legendaries? I really like this set. You know, my overall opinion just with this set in Lorcana. So let's talk about this set first. I love all the artworks, and I love all the new foils that are coming with each set. They just tend to get better and better with each time they come out with different chapters. And with new rarities coming, I'm just happy to see how they're going to keep changing up the artwork just to keep up with some of these other TCGs. So the Reign of Jafar, even though this box didn't have a lot of pulls in it, again, there's other boxes where you're going to get a lot of good stuff and medium stuff. So Lorcana and Ravensburger are very fair when it comes to the pull rates. But the Reign of Jafar itself, I love the new cards that are in this set. I love the artwork. I love the enchanteds. The enchanteds are some of the most beautiful cards I've seen in a TCG. And then the Luminous Quest, which is the Jafar, again, I think Escape from the Palace. That is just another fun product to have, just in case if you didn't want to play the actual TCG or, you know, and play it competitively or friendly. That game you can play by yourself or with some friends or family members. It's a really, you know, a really fun time, because I played the Ursula's Return, and it was a bit challenging. The Ursula definitely kicked me and my friends' butt. But again, let me know down in the comments below, did you guys really enjoy this set? Did you guys pull anything really rare and something that you were looking for? Or was this a miss set? Did you guys feel like they could have done better in this set? I would love to know your guys' feedback, just so maybe I can understand from your perspective. But again, you know, all in all, I think Lorcana is doing a great job with the game. Sorry, not Lorcana. Ravensburger is doing a really great job with Lorcana, and I can't wait to see what happens when Worlds comes, obviously, in the next couple of weeks, and then the set rotations, and then some of these newer sets that are coming. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Again, thank you for hanging out with me and opening up this set. We really appreciate your support, but keep an eye out for our next video. We're going to open up the new Arena sets, which is going to be Black Clover, and the new Bleach Volume 2. So that is coming soon. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.